Hello and welcome back to the Stoic Profits channel, where we are all about learning about financial education, trading and investing in digital assets. In today's video, I just want to give you guys a quick update on Brent oil trading. Remember family, we don't just use money from our salaries only to invest. We try to diversify not just our assets, but also our sources of income. And here we happen to prefer oil trading and cocoa to try and grow our money with a bit of leverage. Just as a reminder, we do take losses in our trades, though our risk to reward ratio is usually about 1:3 and a winning rate of over 60%. This gives us an edge over the market in the long run, thus a profit overall. So since this will be just a price update, we have to look back at the charts to when we last had a sell or a buy entry, which was last week if I'm correct, when we had a sell after a failed buy setup where we went from a profit of over 200% of capital that was risked on the trade. So lesson learned, don't be greedy guys. Take some profit off the table, though I really don't like it because it ends up messing with my risk to reward, especially when I'm in loss, because I always lose 100% of risk capital when I take a loss. So it makes sense to take 100% of profits, also to remain constant with the progress in our fund account. So after this loss at $82 per barrel of oil, we had a buy limit order at $81, which resulted in setup never completing to giving us a proper risk to reward. And since then, we had multiple incomplete price setups, which we never took because we don't trade what we think, guys, but we trade what we see. So we are disciplined, we are stoic, we don't break our rules. Remember, guys, we have two rules only. Number one, don't lose money. Number two, remember number one. As I've said, we've had several incomplete setups at 81, 84 and $85, which brings us to today's buy limit at $86.88 with a stop loss at 86.51 and a take profit at $87.95. That's a risk to reward of about 1 is to 2.8 and a profit of 1010 points. Now, when it comes to fundamentals, today's economic calendar has already passed, and for tomorrow, we have crude oil inventories, we have FOMC projections and statement. We also have the Fed interest rate decision tomorrow, where no change in interest is expected or forecasted. When it comes to oil related articles, we have one by Reuters. Oil prices rose to multiple month highs for the second straight session on Tuesday as traders assessed how Ukraine's recent attacks on Russian refineries would affect the global petroleum supplies. So the US West Texas Intermediate crude futures gained 75 cents or 0.9% to settle at 83.47 per barrel. Then with Brent crude, which settled at 0.6 higher and 87.38 at a barrel. Ukraine has stepped up attacks on Russian oil infrastructure this year, with at least 7 refineries targeted by drones just this month. Imagine, guys, just this month, and we're only at March. The attacks have shut down about 7 refineries, or 7%, or around 370,500 barrels per day. That's sure going to cause a price shock on the markets, and I think it's the reason why we have seen a price rally when it comes to oil. While lower refining activity has led to an increase in Russian crude oil exports, it could also lead to crude oil production cuts as the country faces storage constraints. So even if the attacks do not lead to a direct loss of Russian crude supply, there is still a spillover effect for oil prices from surging refined product margins. So I think we're still going to see oil going up. That's why I am confident with this buy limit order. Now, thank you for tuning in, guys. If you find value in this channel, remember, guys, like, comment and subscribe. I would love to know what else do you want me to do, especially on the research of cryptocurrencies. I was thinking of focusing more on the ISO 222 coins and maybe finding more articles that are going to prove why I think personally the financial system is going to change. So that's it for today's, guys. Cheers.